So what have I gone and got myself into this time? Clearly it's not silver. I don't know anything about these, but I grabbed a bunch of them and we're gonna take a gander. Made my regular stop to my LCS today. Picked up a few things, like these two here. While I was there, I also picked up a couple little extras. These guys here, just some memorial coin, and this I just like the ship. But and this was only $5. Pretty nice. Don't know anything about it. I haven't looked into it yet, other than the corrosion. But we're gonna set those out of the way. But I was going through his dollar bin, and he had a bunch of these large cents. And so I went through and picked out any of them that I could make out the date, like this one here. This one, the date is, if I'm reading it correctly, 1854. This one's nice and clear, 1853. So like I said, I don't know anything about them, but they're pretty neat. They're rather old, and for $1 a piece, I figured I'd give them a try. So in this little bin, they were $1 a piece, or 6 for $5. And so these were also, well, not this, but this was in there in another token. But regardless, so let's get into these here. As I said, I don't know really anything about them. I've got my red book here, and looks like they started in 1793. How far did they go? I have no clue. Let's take a look. 1857 it looks like. And apparently there was a couple variations. You have the flowing hair, and of course the ones that I've got sitting over there. Actually, there's a few different versions of the flowing hair. Got the little cap. So yeah, there's definitely a whole lot to learn here. But I figured for $1 a piece, you know, I'll just add them into the collection. I'll put them in some flips, go through the book here, and you know, make a sheet for them. And you know, I'll start tinkering with them. Anytime he's got some with a visible date, like this one, 1846, I will grab it up and add it to my sheet for $1 a piece. Even if they're worth less than $1, I'm perfectly fine with it. So I'm gonna go through and get all these flipped up, take the book here, and see what information we can find. So, well, this one's as good as any, so let's give a start here. This one, let's take a quick gander. 1817, so this one's incredibly old. Let's see what we can figure out. We're going to go through just a couple of them. I don't want this video to be too terribly long. But 1817, there is a 13 star and a 15 star. Or how about a no star? I can't see it very well, so we're going to take the coin microscope. I'm going to fire this guy up and see if we can get any more detail. Let's take a look. This, oh yeah, I can see the stars with this. Quite easy. All right, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So on this one, the lowest rating is a G4. I'm pretty sure this is most likely lower than that, but I'm sure it's worth more than the $1 I paid for it. Even at the lowest rating, this book has it at 30. This might even go down to a P1, you know, just as low as it gets. But it's still going to be worth more than the $1 I paid for it. Let's take a look at this guy. 1853. So let's flip forward. 1855. 53. At the lowest rating is rated at $25. I would actually be quite surprised if this didn't go to that or higher. This is not in bad shape, it's just quite dirty. But there you go, you can see what it looks like. Not bad at all things considered. All right, let's see. Something else with an easy date here. There we go. This one I can make out. Let's see if I can make it out on the camera. Looks like 1822. 1833. So we go to the 33. Again, you know, in this condition, you can still see the stars. It's all these are really, really rough. But again, I think all these are going to be worth more than the buck I paid for them. So, like this one right here, 1819. I'm sure that's what that is, 1819. Flip on back. Again, $30 range at the lowest rating. So yeah, I think these were all well worth the $1 a piece that I paid for them. So I'm gonna get these flipped up, and I'll be back, and we'll just talk a couple minutes about it. All right, so I've got a total of 10, what looks like to be 10. I've got them all flipped up, everything's dated, and I just put the lowest grade information from this book. I'm not a grader, I don't know how any of this stuff works, so I'm just gonna put some basic information, and I will do some research. But so we got a 1849. We have 1843. Of course, now there's going to be a terrible glare because of the flips. Let's see. Had 1819. And you see here, red book, G4 for good 4, which is the lowest rating that they had, and according to that, at G4 around 25. Of course, I'm not expecting these to be worth that, but I just wanted some basic information on them. This one actually might even grade higher than a G4. It's quite dirty, but it's in really, really, really good shape. 1853, 1803. I do believe this is the oldest one that I've got, and this one went all the way down to AG3. But the cheapest thing in here is $55 and up. Actually, there's a version of this that's in the thousands. Of course, I'm pretty sure his doesn't. He didn't have this in the dollar bin for that. But anyway, I've still got a lot to learn on it, and I'm going to do some research. But there we go. 1803, 1839. There is a difference here. This is the flowing hair, and these are, I don't know what that one's called. I'll have to look it up in a second. But anyway, 1817. This one, I really can't make out the date. It looks like 1831, and that would be my guess, but I'm not exactly sure, so we're just throwing a question mark on that one. 1854 and 1833. And of course, this is the oldest one at 1803. And regardless of what any of these are worth, just to think about paying $1 a piece for something that is this old. This is over 200 years old, and actually the back of it's in much better shape than the front. But yeah, I'm more than willing to pay $1 for something this old. Yep, I'm happy to have them. So yeah, if I'm gonna do some research on them and try and learn a few things, and if y'all are interested, let me know, and maybe I'll do a little bit more in a video about them. But that's what I got for the large cents here. Y'all tell me what you think, and we'll go from there. Until next time, y'all have fun, hit that like, and hit that subscribe, and always follow along on my silver journey.